All right, man. I'm on site with Rollie Calzadilla. It's not Calzadilla, okay? It's Calzadilla. Learn Spanish, bro. You're in America.
And it's not Rollie like in North Carolina.
And it's not Rollie. Yes, it's Rollie. I know. We had that. My video guy was funny. He says, bro, it translates to Rollie. I thought it was funny, but he couldn't figure out what he was saying because there was no notes. We didn't have any notes when we recorded it.
Okay.
So yeah, that's why it's not Rollie Calzadilla either. So hey, we're here at FIU in Miami doing a bird job. Bro, tell us what's going on here.
And so they have
You're Cuban, bro. You're gonna have to talk louder.
Okay.
Here, let me get closer to you.
Yeah,
There you go.
I don't know if you can show it later, but
Yeah, I took video of what you were up
so
on the thing.
other. So there's big old pigeonholes. Basically, it's 9 across or 8 across and 12 high. 96 of these openings that the pigeons were getting in and standing and doing their business.
Right.
Because that's always the reason why people call us for bird problems. It's not the bird itself; it's their poop.
Yeah.
So what we're doing is we're individually netting every one of those holes that is 4 feet wide by 2.5 feet tall on the outside, and then we're doing one big net on the inside. And so we're gonna be here for another 3 or 4 days at least.
Really? Okay. So how many of these holes are you totally sealing individually?
So there's 96 of them.
All right. So it's probably a hole about
It's 4 feet wide.
Yeah, 4 feet wide and about what, 2.5 feet
tall.
Yeah, 2.5 feet tall.
Yep.
So you're drilling little holes in the concrete.
Yep.
To attach this net so they can't get through, and then you're gonna put a giant net on the other side because they're coming through and they're perching and there's poop everywhere. He's gonna show me. He's got some pictures we're gonna post on this.
Yep.
That is pretty cool. So how long have you been here already doing this job?
So we started Wednesday.
Wednesday, and we're at Friday. I think that one's yours. Yeah, it's Friday, and you're gonna be here another 3 days. You told me you were gonna be here like till Friday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
Yeah. Yeah, welcome to the real world.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah, that's what you wanted.
So when I priced it each individual hole. So when you price netting,
Right.
if I would have done just per square foot, I would have killed myself.
Right.
So each individual hole, I came up with a price per hole.
Right.
I figured it's going to take me 30 minutes per hole plus materials, and I came up with a price per hole. Multiplied it by 96, and then per square foot, the big net on the front.
Right.
Added the lift, added some time for cleaning, and that's
Right.
how it came up. But if it would have just been per square foot.
And how high are you on that lift? Because I saw you were almost completely fully extended.
Yeah, it's 65 feet.
65 feet in the air.
And
yeah.
it's a 65-foot lift,
Right.
and I need every bit of the 65 feet to get to that upper
That
right
last one.
corner.
Yeah, I saw even when I noticed that those were sparrows, right, coming out of that top hole.
Oh, I couldn't tell.
I saw one wandering around in there that you hadn't finished yet. You hadn't gone to it.
Yeah, no.
And they had done the spikes and everything, and it wasn't working.
Yeah, they put spikes and they put some speakers. And again, I'm going to show you.
And the speakers were to what? To scare them off?
Yeah.
Like supposedly it didn't work.
It doesn't work.
They were pooping all over the speaker.
Yeah.
I got pictures of that. It's funny that they have poop.
Yeah,
so the electronic device wasn't, or was it working, or is it just not?
No, they don't. It's like you're driving down the street every day on your way home, and there's you could speed.
Right.
So it's a 30 mile per hour. You go 50. One day there's a cop car parked on the side of the road.
Yeah.
You slow down. You say, "Oh shit, there's a cop car," and you slow down.
Right.
But then as you drive by, there's no cop in the car. It's just a car.
Right.
So the next day the car's in the same spot, and you're driving and you slow down maybe the second day. But after the third or the fourth day,
Right.
you're speeding already again because there's no consequence. It's just a cop car without a cop.
Right.
The same thing with the speakers and the scary stuff. They get scared. They wait, what happened? But there's no consequence. They hear it, but they don't see it. They don't. So eventually, they stand on top of this thing, making the noise that sounds like a hawk.
Right.
And
nothing happens.
nothing happens.
So yeah, we're safe.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's basically like parents that threaten their kids and then nothing happens.
Exactly. Exactly. And
Yeah.
then the spikes, you can't use spikes where pigeons are nesting because they'll
Right.
find their way to work through them. Spikes are for sprinkler pipes, exposed ledges.
Right.
But if it's a ledge where they're nesting,
Yeah.
I'm covering it with hardware cloth, and then everything else they
Right.
go out with netting.
Wow. How long you been doing this, bro?
Since 2007.
2007.
2007. So
What made you get into birds?
before I did Pest Control, so I worked for Stereotech from 2004 to 2007.
Oh, okay. Pretty cool.
And they hired me as a salesman, so I went through their whole training program, and I fell in love with the business.
Right.
Before that, I was in construction.
Okay.
The bird work, everybody told me how hard the bird work was,
Right.
and it was just something that came easy to me.
Got it.
So I stayed with Stereotech for about 3 years so I could get my license, but I hit a glass ceiling. There was really nowhere to go with the wildlife and the birds, which is what I wanted to do. So I started my own company back then. It was called Bird and Bee Removal. 2015, Stereotech wanted to do something with wildlife. So then I closed down the company, went to work for them. 2 months later, they got bought by Rentokil.
Yep, I remember that.
I wound up working for Copasan. They got bought by Terminix. Left Terminix before Rentokil bought them. So there's all these mergers and acquisitions.
So basically, if anybody wants to sell their company, they just
call me.
Yeah, their company will be sold. So I'll be calling you in about 5 years, and we should be good.
Yeah, good luck, man.
Yeah, right.
By then, I won't be the guy on the lift.
I'm looking at right now. I'm battling that. My ego says build a company. So you can sell it for 3, 4, 5 million, and then my body and my mind is saying. So I have this constant struggle whether I want to build a company or not. So I'm doing training now, and we're going to be launching the Pestgeek Academy. You know what? It'd be cool to do maybe can do a small course on bird control for the Pestgeek Academy, and it'll be pretty cool. So we're doing that now, Eric. I finally hired my full-time guy to do all the media stuff. So we used to work together on radio television. And then I hired him part-time to do media stuff. And so now I can actually get the academy done. So hopefully, we're going to be doing all kinds of types of training, and it'll be fun to do bird. I'm telling you what, I ain't getting 60 feet on the lift, man.
No, it's not for everybody.
I don't like heights.
Yeah.
Anybody tells me, like, people like, hey, it's up there, just the second floor. I says, it can't be done. It can't be done. Well, why? Because I can't get up there, and I'm not doing it.
That's what he said. Call somebody else.
Yeah. I'm giving you a couple of leads and stuff like that. Yeah.
No, look, never walk away from the business. If you can refer it to somebody like me, or you can subcontract somebody like me.
Yeah, that'll be the thing. So most of the time, wildlife stuff that most people call on, it's they're not willing to pay for what it really costs. So it's like, oh my God, you're going to charge me that much to get rid of a couple of pigeons? Nice.
Well, one of the first questions too, somebody calls me that they have like a raccoon in their attic is, oh, do you just charge for your services? I'm like, yes, when I started my company, I checked the box that said for profit. Yeah. So we're not the government. We do charge for
I know
services.
People think that wildlife companies, it's funny because they don't have to say wildlife. They call and they think you work for like the county.
And we're animal control.
Yeah, you're animal control. So you're going to be picking up all of their free animals and dead animals. And people get upset all the time when you tell them, no, I got to charge. And then when you tell them how much, they're like even more offended.
Yeah. All right, and then, it's stinking really bad. You need to come out here today, and it's a Sunday. And I'm like, if you're going to get me out of bed on Sunday, house on Sunday.
So, not cool, man. ¿Qué te iba a decir? What's the name of your company? Pest Wildlife Pro. I think I got a big shot of your son's back, which is working with him on this job. He's this ground guy. So, one of the things you need if you're safe. Yeah, you need a grounded man. Because if you get my son, he'd be like with ADD, and you'd be falling off the side and he wouldn't notice.
Well, he's 8. Yeah, he's 24. So yeah, he's finally mature.
You think? Well, we're hoping.
I got a couple of I can say, but I'm not going to say.
Yeah, I know. 24 today is like our 17.
Yeah.
When we were young. I mean, by the time, if we were 18 and we didn't tell already our entire plan for the future, like where we were going to go to college, what we were going to study, and we had no plans for a wedding, we were losers. Yeah, that's true. That's how we were seen. 1989, 88, it was like, what do you mean you're not in college? What do you mean you're not enrolled? What do you mean you
got a girlfriend?
Yeah, you don't got a girlfriend. What's wrong with you? Something's wrong with today. It's like, man, he's 28 years old. He lives at home. He's never going to leave. Yeah. So you're going to bury him in the backyard. So tell us, bro, what else you want us to know about bird control and this and what you're doing? And
for all, I love the idea for some kind of an introductory bird class in the Pest podcast.
Right. You did a great podcast, by the way, with Stephen
with Stephen Fantastic.
Yeah, that was good. I saw that. So that was pretty cool. Yeah.
So I teased in there that I'm writing a book too for bird control.
Okay.
So
let us know.
Yeah. So one of the things that you could do, partner up with is work together as an introduction, and then if people want more and need more, then
we're going to be doing a bunch of master classes on just covering overall aspect of what is bird control, what is this, what is that, a master class, and then we're doing a couple of masterminds for people that really want to get into the nuts and bolts. Okay. So if that's something in the future you want to get in on that, there's good money in that too. So I mean, once you get to a certain age, you're like,
you want to go in that direction.
Yeah, I mean, I'm planting my seeds right now, Rollie. For I started thinking 10 years ago when I did this podcast. I had no real intention of selling any product, right? But I said I got to build a platform for the future because I don't always want to be. And I think I'm a pretty decent teacher. I mean, you know, FIU is never going to hire me, but you know, hey,
it's okay.
But I'm a pretty decent teacher, and I think that you know, after 17 years, 35 years in sales and in business, you know, you learn a couple of things that people need when they're starting out, and you know, everybody starts somewhere. Right. So you know, the idea would be to help as many people as we can. So you know, he's taking a break. He's got to get, but he's not going to get back on this lift because this is what
I do. I got to finish that row.
You're going to finish that row. So I'm going to leave him be, and then you know, if you need him, hey, how do they get a hold of you, man?
So the company's Pest Wildlife Pro, and that's the website, pestwildlifepro.com.
Right.
And our number is 305-456-2813. And you can email me at Rollie, ROLIE,
right,
at pestwildlifepro.com.
There you go. All right, brother.
Thank you, Frank. Appreciate you.